Welcome to Discoveries with D. That's me. I'm parting my hair on the other side. I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. I don't know. Something different. Welcome to today's vlog. Another car vlog. Tomorrow I do have a recipe to put up. Shouldn't say, yeah, I guess it's a recipe. I mentioned it yesterday. It's Timmy's favorite. And when I was making, I'm like, why don't I just like do a quick little, tutorial? Because it's really good. And it's not what you call, well, I shouldn't say it's healthy, but it's not what I don't know, I shouldn't say it like that, because it probably is. Anything is healthy in a small dose. If you don't eat half the pan, okay. But I thought it'd be a fun little, on the way, I'm going to seniors. And, which if you didn't know, it's our church's senior group. And I'm going to help out. It's our Christmas party. And the lady there wants me to take over when she retires. So, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. But what I thought would be fun today, as we're driving, might do it coming back too. Like what I'm into, what I'm not into. I always like watching videos when people like talk about things. And it's a variety of everything. Like right now, in this like season of my life, like it could change. I'm just saying right now, if you ask me today what I'm into, what I'm not, I'm going to tell you, I'm not into Christmas. Yeah, I'm not into all the frivolity about it. I love the holiday. I love the reason for the season. I just don't love all the like people shopping and all that stuff. Oh, boarding tire pressure low. Add air. Seriously? I just added air to the one tire the other day. I think it's because it's 22 degrees out. That could be why. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I'm not into that. I'm not into Hallmark movies. I was at one time, I'd watch them, but then I'd realize it's the same ending. Like, when I'm watching a movie, I like to have, not know what's going to happen. Not have the same ending every time you watch it. So I am into mysteries, whodunits. Oh my gosh, especially like series, like if you see like these streaming platforms like Peacock, Netflix, when they run like an 8 or 10 episode series, it's like a mystery, and each episode you're thinking it's somebody else. Love that. I am so into that. I am so into that. Oh, I'm too into it because I just can't stop watching it. Because I'm like, I want to watch another episode. It's like, it's 11:30, ready to go to bed. So I'm so into that. I am into food reviews. I know. I don't understand it either. Watching people, and it's funny because you could watch the same item and the other person doesn't like it, which is so funny because it just it goes to show that different locations make things differently. It's like if it's not baked by the same person, it's going to taste different, or just everybody's tastes are different, and I love that when not everybody loves the same thing, like or what they like about it and what they don't like about it, because those things are what I like and what I don't like. See, I'm a texture person, not everybody is. So I'm always appreciative of a good texture. I am. I'm into food review. And I know it sounds really terrible to say it, but I'm going to say it. I'm into crumble cookies. The reviews on YouTube. I love watching them. And I am into the sound that they make when they bite into it. It's very satisfying sometimes. I know some people don't like to watch people eat. It's not like I don't want to watch them eat. I just want to hear the crunch when they bite into it. That's the only thing I get out of it. It's that satisfying crunch of certain cookies. I know, I admit that. What else am I into? I am into, what I'm not into. Oh, I'm not into, every time you scroll through Facebook, there's constantly influencer ads coming up of these people who really are just like me. You just have you have a channel, you have a platform, but companies are sending these influencers these products, and they're coming on and they're saying how fabulous they are. And that they probably really don't believe that. They're just being paid. Yeah, I'm not into that. I'm not into the paid influencer. How do you justify that? You're being paid, so of course you're going to like it. Nobody's paid because they don't like it. Also, what I've learned, which I'm so not into, is certain brands, who shall remain nameless, want to pay me to review their product on Amazon. I'm not into that. I'm not into being paid to put a review on Amazon because I'll put it on anyway. You don't have to pay me. And the fact that, now, that leads me to believe that other people that you're reading, because I always depend on reviews for a lot of things. I'm so into reviews. I love reading reviews of products. Before I never did. I would just, if I wanted, I ordered. I even think about. I love reading reviews. Now it has me thinking, is that person, do they really believe these things? Because if they're being paid, they're just going to make it, because let's face it, nobody's going to be paid and say something negative. They're going to say something positive because they want to be paid again. So I don't know. So I'm not into that. So my reviews have really been very sad. I mean, that I'm not into them as much because I feel like they're not true. I am always into trying new things. I don't automatically, just because something sounds too good to be true, which sometimes it is, but I try to give it the benefit of the doubt and try it for myself. I'm into trying things, especially the ones that say money back guarantee. Like, if you return this within 30 days, we will give you your money back. And I'm into that. I've done 2 products in the last, I'd say 4 or 5 months that had that. Now, granted, it was a little bit, I don't know if these were difficult to get my money back, but it wasn't as easy as they make it sound. I had to do several emails over, but everything, I didn't have to threaten, call my attorney, no. But I mean, it just was a few more emails. What else am I into? I'm into reels and shorts on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know what it is. I'm into the quick little videos that are probably 1.5 to 2 minutes long. And I mean, because I feel like you can go through so many more and they're just get to the point and then move on. I like that. I'm so into that. I'm trying to make more content like that. It's just hard for me because I tend to talk too long. So my content is too long for that. I try, and I've even had to edit videos to cut out certain things. And I'm like, I'm going to cut that out because that's really cool to say that, or it makes sense, and you'll know why I said this if I say, so it's I don't make a lot because I talk too much. But I am into watching it though. I'm into, let me think. I'm trying to think of things that I do a lot. I'm into clearance racks. I am into clearance racks at all kinds of stores. It's just fun to shop clearance. I mean, not that I never before, but I seem like I really am very attuned to looking for it these days. And I just I just found that my Dollar Tree's got a clearance section. Now, I don't know if it's always had it. And I don't think so, because I always walk by this one section. But, oh my gosh, getting things for $0.25, I'm so into that. I am into returning things that, just because, even though there was something I got on Amazon, I think it was $7, and it was a clearance shirt, and it was okay. I did love the way it fit, didn't hate the way it fit. It was and I normally would just keep it for $7. It's okay. And I thought to myself, no, you're not going to reach for it because you're not that thrilled with it, even though it's $7. It's $7 in my pocket. So I'm into returning. I'm not keeping something because it's cheap, and maybe I'll pull from it. If you're not loving something, you're not going to pull from it. So I'm trying to be more cognizant of what's great about Amazon is they are so easy to return things. You don't even need the bag. You think about that. You don't even need the bag. So I'm into that. I am trying to get into it, but I'm not, is trying to have a theme. My house has zero theme. I've got no theme. I'm trying to, should I get a theme? I'm kind of I don't know. I was thinking of having a mushroom theme in, just in the downstairs for different things, but I got a couple little decor pieces, but I don't know. Am I into it? I can't really tell. I don't know. I've never been a decorator. I've never been somebody that coordinates everything. I'm very simple. It's just basic stuff. I don't need to have, they have to like coordinate, but they don't have to be like, oh, this has a theme. There's no theme to my house. There really isn't. At one point I was into sunflowers in the kitchen. Everything was sunflowers. That's when I was probably just moved into the house. We were Southwest theme. My kitchen was Southwest. I had like cactuses and sunflowers, and then I don't know, I just got tired of it. I'm like, I don't want a theme. I am not into themes. That's it. I am not into themes. I am just into whatever I like, and if it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, I don't care. It's my house. Nobody's gonna come in and be like, oh my gosh, she's got. At least they shouldn't. But I think we don't have many people over anyway. But yeah, I'm not into themes. I'm just into whatever makes me happy. And that's another thing, like, it's going with the flow. So what else? I always try to go back to food, and I don't want to be this channel to be centered around food. I have a recipe going up tomorrow. I think I'm into simplicity. I'm into simplicity. I think it all has to do with the last few years, like with Christmas, like toning down Christmas since the kids are older, not worrying about having XXX. Just getting the basics and enjoying it. Like not having to think that I have to shop. You get a few basics and that's it. Like, all right, I'm just not into all this spend X amount of dollars. He has to have X amount of presents. Back when they were kids, or younger, you're always, oh my God, I don't have enough for Timmy. I need Tippy. We have to get more, I'm like, no. You just, plus they're older, I guess it's different, but I'm just not into quantity. I'm more quality and more things that they need versus things that I think that they want, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm not into like, you're not going to, and it's funny, what I'm into on Instagram and YouTube and all those platforms is they're doing this Thriftmas, where they're going to thrift stores and they're thrifting gifts. I think that's pretty cool. Like you can go and get like a really cute basket in a thrift store, and then like there's a lot of like antique certain things. Like say there was an antique tea kettle, and then you clean it up. Or you're not gonna get anything that looks beat, but things that are in really good shape. And then you pair it with, in this basket, with some brand new teas, and I'm like, that's just like such a thought out. Like again, I'm into thoughtful, like putting things together that really take time, if I had the time to do it. My boys would never go for that. But I just think it's fun to craft something, like create something like that for somebody. Like that just takes a lot of thought, and I think that puts a lot of effort in, because I don't think people put a lot of effort into anything. So I guess I'm into trying to put effort into things. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, even though I keep it simple. But wouldn't that be a fun theme if you had a family that was into like holidays and stuff? There's no parking here. To have a Thriftmas and everybody thrifts for everybody, and because if you know certain people, you know what they kind of like. My gosh, there's like no parking. Oh my God, is it this crowd at this Christmas party? Oh, I probably should have stayed home. But yes, I think like I said, you don't want to get them like when you can go to the thrift store, you can get some junk. We're not talking about junk. We're talking about like little diamonds in the rough. Or if you go to like an antique store and you pick out a little vintage teapot, that would just be really a fun. I think that just, again, it just shows the person, you're thinking what this person wants, and you're taking the time. And that's what I get. It's not about buying something expensive. It's about buying something thoughtful. So I think I'm into more sentimental than anything else. But we will continue this when I come out, because I got to go in because I'm late. But let me know what you think. And let me know what you're into in the comments, and what you're not into anymore. Because let me tell you, it changes. It does. But let me know. All right, we're back. My lovely vlog. It is 1:30. It ran a little bit longer than usual, but it was all good. It was a really nice event. I even got a gift, a little angel statue. Oh, isn't that sweet? So, where were we? What I'm into, what I'm not. I I should probably wrote a list. That's why I'm going to be trying to pull it together. But I was thinking on my way to the car, I'm into true crime, like documentaries on Netflix. There's a million of them. And oh my gosh, they're so good. And I even watched ones like I already knew, like that were like really big in the news. But you learn things that you really didn't know. Like I watched the Lacey Peterson one. I watched the Menendez brothers. So there's a lot going on. But yeah, and it's funny because I watch them almost back, and it's a little bit because you're like, oh my God, this stuff is true. It's a little bit scary that it's true. I watched this one about this nanny. Oh, I really should keep a list and do like a whole, maybe I'll go back and write a list and like do a whole list of what I watched, because some of them, I'm in this one, there's this little one about this little girl, she was missing in this other country, but it's a little slow. Like sometimes I have them that they're 2 and 3 and 4 parts, but it's like, are you kidding me? It's way too long. I'm not gonna go this way. It's all backed up. I'm gonna go the other way. I'll be sitting there for 2 lights. Not happening. We'll go this way. Maybe we can stop at Dunkin'. Oh, what am I into at Dunkin'? Oh my gosh. I'm into matcha heavily. Everywhere. I make most of it at home. But I love me. I'm not into chai as much. Though I will say I did get a chai from a little coffee event that I went to. It was a pure Indian chai. Like the sellers were like, you can see they were literally Indian transplants. And it was a mint chocolate chai. It's delicious. It's really good. I guess I'm into good chai. I'm not into crap chai. I like the Davidson's organic chai is probably my favorite when it comes to chai, because the spices are very vibrant and you really need them to come through. And it's not trying to be chai. It is chai, and that's the difference. But mostly matcha more than chai. If I wanted a tea, I'd probably get a matcha. Oh my gosh. I'm into maple syrup. I am into maple syrup. I love it in a chai. I mean, a matcha. I probably never had it in a chai, but I think I'd like it. Yeah, I'm into more the matcha than I'm into green tea, not into black tea. I'm over black tea. Mostly green. I feel like there's just more health benefits in green tea. And people like with the matcha, and I feel like that's really coming forward. I'm not into like this plant. I'm into, like I said, more of the and the lattes, and I'm into skim milk. I'm over almond milk, and I don't know why. I just have no desire for it. It's not I guess, but I am a little over almond milk, so I'm using fat-free or 1% milk. I mean, I may go back to almond milk. I'm not saying I'm totally, but I'm just not looking at like, yeah, I'll buy the regular. I'm into cottage cheese. I'm a little over non-fat Greek yogurt right now. I mean, unless I make something with it, I prefer a bowl with cottage cheese, and I'm so into sauteed apples or pears, not together. I've never done them together though. If you just saute them, oh my gosh, they're so tasty. Why isn't this traffic moving? I thought this would be the quicker way. Apparently I was wrong. But yes, I'm into like cottage bowls with like dried fruit, fresh fruits, nuts, seeds. Sapriva. I am into Sapriva flavor powder. I'm not into the sugar-free pudding mixes as much, because the Sapriva, now I will say the sugar-free pudding mixes will thicken. The Sapriva does not thicken. It just gives it sweetness and flavor, like the vanilla or the butter biscuit. I am so into the butter biscuit. I'm into putting it on my popcorn. I love it. So I am heavily into Sapriva. And it's funny because the woman who started the company, she sent it to me, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll try your stuff, because I'm always, but oh my gosh, it blew me away how good it is. I'm into prime bites, muffins and brownies over bars. I love the idea of a brownie or a mini muffin. I'm so into that. I'm not a huge fan of bars. I'm just kind of like, I'm over them a little bit. Like, they're good, but I prefer the cake, I guess. I am into Chalk Zero. Oh my gosh, I'm over Jordan's skinny syrup. I haven't bought Jordan's in quite a long time. I buy only exclusively Chuck Zero. I am into their syrups. They are the best. The cupcake is my favorite. It's so good. I'm into everything Chuck Zero. I mean, like, everything Chuck Zero. Everything that they make, I absolutely love. I am into hot honey. And I use the Chuck Zero's hot honey, but sometimes we have regular hot honey. If I'm too lazy to walk across the room, which has happened in times, I will put a little bit of that regular. I'm into hot honey. I'm into honey in general, I think, but hot honey especially. Into pumpkin seeds. I am into nuts and seeds. I am into nuts and seeds. I really am. I'm into chia seeds too. I made chia pudding the other day. I'm like, why don't I make this more often? Like Peter and I made a batch with, I think it was a cup of milk. I'm pretty sure it was only a cup, yes. And him and I split it, and he's like, this is pretty good. And I'm thinking, I don't know why I don't do it more often. Yes, you know what I do miss? I miss the little sugar-free puddings, the Jell-O puddings that we used to get. They were like ready to go. I forgot about them. I always loved having them in. I am definitely into whipped cream in the can, you know, the Ready Whip. Into that, absolutely on everything. 15 calories a serving. You know, a squirt's not going to hurt nobody. Putting it on my latte. Sometimes I put a squirt on my bowl. But I've been into, and it's funny because I don't really desire breakfast. I am so not into breakfast. Oh, I am over breakfast food. Any kind of breakfast food. I am so over it. I just don't know why. I don't have taste for it. But I'm into, like, finding new inventive things for breakfast. Like the yogurt bowls or and I just said I was over yogurt, but the cottage bowls. Like if you mix yogurt with something, and with the sauteed fruit and the nuts and the seeds, I do enjoy that. And the cottage cheese. Either one is good. I am really into that. I made eggs in purgatory because I'm so over eggs. I am over eggs. I just don't desire to. I'm over sausage too, because I'd be like the breakfast sausages, and I'm so over all Belinsky, all whatever those other ones. You all know the ones we eat. Over them. Don't feel like eating them. I'm into ham. I'm back into Canadian bacon because I was a little bit sick of Canadian bacon, so I'm into Canadian bacon again and ham. I'm a little over turkey as a lunch meat. If I was maybe make a turkey breast, that would be different. But yeah, I'm a little over turkey lunch meat. I prefer ham. I'm a little over Laughing Cow cheese. I know that's terrible to say, but I think right now I'm just burned out. When you get burned out, you just don't desire it. So I'm kind of over Laughing Cow cheese. I'm into sliced cheese. I'm paying 3 points a slice for the cheese I'm eating. I'm still enjoying string cheese though. Yeah, I'm still enjoying that. But yeah, it's ham. I wrap the string cheese in ham. I'm still into meat sticks. Love me a good meat stick. What else am I? Oh, it's like it's so like you think about it. So many different things. I'm into trying flavored waters. I really am into that. I do prefer seltzers. I love trying new seltzers. I'm still into that. I absolutely love it. It makes you feel like you're having a soda. So, still into that. I'm into Italian mineral water. I know. I'm really, I guess San Pellegrino. Now it's not sparkling water, it's mineral water. There's a difference. I do like them. I'm really into the mineral water. It's not cheap. I am into that. I've been kind of delving into that the last few months. I've really been enjoying it. They have a pack at the grocery outlet I need to get. I am so into grocery outlet and Aldi. I am over ShopRite. I'm over Acme. I'm over the big stores. I love my little discount grocery stores. I absolutely do. Getting stuff at a bargain. I love, love, love it. Let's see. I'm still into leftovers. I love leftovers. I tell you, what I tried the other day? I had it twice. I'm into getting a salad because I've been not feeling salad for a while. But what I did the other day is I made a chef salad, and I chopped everything like bites. I mean, really bite size, and I scooped it with these little rice thins. Almost like it was a dip, and you're scooping it. Oh my God, that was so good. I'm really into that. I really enjoyed that. clothes. I'm into stretch. I know I'm into feeling comfortable. I'm into wool socks. My feet are always cold. I'm into wool socks. I'm into long sleeve t-shirts, which is fun. I've never really had many long sleeve t-shirts, but I'm trying to collect a little bit more long sleeve t-shirts. I am. I'm trying to be into decluttering. I'm getting better. It's very hard, but I'm trying my best because I've gotten tired of being a clutter bug, because most clutter bugs like being a clutter bug. So it's like they don't, but now I think I'm so over being the clutter that I'm willing to start, and I've been decluttering. I have 2 boxes in my kitchen. That's where I put everything when I want to get rid of it. So I am into getting rid of stuff. I have to get my husband into getting rid of stuff. He's, when you have 2 people the same, it never works out. I'm over protein. I'm over eating X amount of protein. It's like I'm not eating something because it has X amount of protein in it. I'm trying to find things that I want to eat. So that's the struggle is real. I'm into fiber. I'm into beans. Yeah, I'm into quinoa. I'm into the whole Mediterranean thing. I really need to really take that up because I really enjoy a lot of the flavors. I do. I need to be over bread, and I'm not. I wish I was. I need to be over bread, and it's the struggle is real. The pasta I can live without. It's the bread I struggle with. I just do. I want to start trying. I've been trying all different kinds of flours, but I've never tried almond flour. So I think I'm interested. Overall, the other ones are just so thick and dense, and most things look really good with almond flour. So we want to be into that. We don't know if we are, but we want to. I am so into making light drink at Dunkin' and doing different combinations, which I never even thought of, using the syrups in my refresher. Never thought about that. So now I'm trying to do all different kinds of combinations, and it's funny because the boys, Patrick especially, goes to Dunkin' all the time, and he didn't know that you could, if you get a medium, you get 3 pumps. So you could do one of 3 different ones. He goes, no, you can't. I said, yes, you can. He goes, wow, I never knew that. So I'm into interesting combinations with my refresher, and I've been enjoying the sparkling water with it. Sometimes I need the caffeine boost, but sometimes I just want a little fun beverage. And again, you want to make it fun, put bubbles in it. So I am so into bubbles. I am. I don't know. I think I'm not into reading. I don't know why, but I'm not. I think a lot of it has to do with my eyes and the cataracts situation that it's developing. It makes it really, I get new prescriptions every year, and for reading glasses, but it's just sometimes you just don't feel it's much too much effort. I'm not into putting effort in on a lot of things. I'm not into cooking. Yeah, there's a good one. I'm not. I've been this way for quite a while. I am just into how can I get good food on the table in the minimal amount of time. I'm not into experimenting. No, don't need to do that. Nope. I'm not really into convenience foods per se, but I just I got some boneless, skinless thighs, got some potatoes, I got some vegetables. What can I put together with that? We got some quinoa, got some couscous, got some pasta, rice. Let's make a fun fried rice. I love doing that. The boys love when I do that. They love all fun fried rices. It's just me just having these ingredients and putting them together in a minimal way, and trying to, when I make things, make enough for 2 nights. Because again, since we're not into cooking, but if you put the effort out once, try to eat it twice. And I will tell you, it is hard when you live in a house full of men because they're big eaters. But you just learn how to make bulk. I'm not into soup. I thought about it's cold, I want soup. No. And it's hard because I'm the one that cooks, and if I don't feel like eating it, I certainly don't feel like making it. So I know it's selfish. I know. I am into chilies, though. Oh my God, I love making different types of chili with different types of meats. You could have white, you could have red, you could have green chili. The possibilities are endless with the chili. We had chili last week at the spur of the moment because I had this meat to use up. It was ground chicken. It was all of it went. It was almost 2 pounds of meat. And I put beet. I mean, I thought we would have that. They all went back for seconds. It was delicious. So, which is kind of nice when you live with men, because again, they're meat and potatoes people anyway. So they're very basic. So that is a few of the things. I mean, I'm sure we could probably do this again, because we have a whole Vlogmas to do. So we could do this again. You know, let me know what you're over and what you're into in the comments, because I'd be interested to see if any fun things come up that you're over or into. So that is it for me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this next installment of Vlogmas. And I will see you tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. I think today was what, the 9th? Vlogmas Day 9 today, and hopefully you'll see Vlogmas Day 10. But I will see you later, my lovelies. Bye-bye. Thumbs up, comment below, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to this fun, different channel of mine.